Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Tackle made by Kalijah Cansey. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
At the 39-yard line.
Hey, what's up?
May now from the gun. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They get 23 on that one. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
That's good.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
To the air on first down, May. And the pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Crazy. Hey, here we go, start. Five.
First down throw for May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical, and that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
Keep it rolling, man. Keep it rolling. Hey, what's up?
Throwing again. It's May. That's caught. Here's that Charbonnet. He's out of bounds. Looks like right around the 5-yard line, partner. So they're going to be set up with 1st and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
What's that? Hey, what's that?
1st and goal. Here's Charbonnet. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
Pretty easy for me to play armchair quarterback up here and say I just don't like that call on 1st and 5, especially when you get nothing from it. Man, that one stinks.
Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5.
Good flash, nasty. What's that?
Quick throw completed by May. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Complete to Wan'Dale Robinson. A 2-yard pickup. brings up 3rd and goal.
Just need 3 now to find the end zone on this first possession. It's 3rd and goal.
Here goes tonight.
Charbonnet. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's now 4th and goal.
Torpedo.
Here's Charbonnet. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bears finish up an excellent opening series. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. All right, so nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner. And the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin this season on a high note with a win. Well, they put more drives like that together, they sure will. But I don't know, I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. You can't start much better than that.
Cade York to kick off.
Now he's York to kick this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the Bears' 36-yard line.
Running back sent in motion left. Williams from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. One of the rare instances there, Brock, where the quick slant doesn't win against zone coverage. He just couldn't hang on to the football.
No, we know this, Cade. In man coverage, it's about that separation, right? You've got to win and create leverage versus zone. It's all about that anticipation and accuracy. And if you're not on point, that zone defender can break it up.
3rd down. Here's Williams. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Vikings.
Working inside the red zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. 3rd and long for him here. Forced out to his right. Brought in close to the 8. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Williams throwing on 4th. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. The drive will start with a run by Charbonnet. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Vikings bring pressure and they got him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. It's an early lead for the Bears. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They're looking at 3rd and very long.
Hey, what's up? Yep, 45, here we go. Crazy, crazy.
Air it out on 3rd. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And he makes the, wait, no, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
Not much room, but he's still able to crush it. He'll start from the 39. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory.
The 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Williams off the play fake. Escapes the pocket. Finds his fullback. He's still going at the 30. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to a good play, to a great play.
And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings start to fight back with their first points of this game. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Jimmy Horn here on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
On the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. He has him on the quick hitter. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. We've set it downs from 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's May on 1st and 10. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
From the red zone on first. It's a screen pass, Charbonnet. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Here's May again. And oh, he got it! Interception! Kevin Byard comes up with it. And the Vikings regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Looking for his back, Travis Etienne there. So second down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Out of the pistol, Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Here he goes, third and long. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. I'm going to say he brought it in out of bounds. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set, first and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
On first down, this is Charbonnet. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Now, not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Offense is set. This is second and 2. May now from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears get some late points and the lead. Keon Coleman, the touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
You're good on the point after. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7.
14, Vikings 7. Cade York to kick off.
Now he's York to kick this one away. Wilson with the return here. And the Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Chased out to his right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Williams throwing again here on second down. Into the hands of his running back, ETN. Continuing to move past the 45. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Here's first and 10 from the 47.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Working from the gun, Williams. Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. It's a race down the right side. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the big...
And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings earn the chance to tie before halftime. Nico Collins with a touchdown. Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Baker with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
On the return, the Bears take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. From the gun, it's May. Catch made right side by Coleman. And he's tackled for no gain.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
To throw, here's May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Third down.
Not an enviable spot as they come up third and long. Here's May to the air. Big strike downfield to Coleman. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. The Bears decide to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Crazy.
First down throw for May. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've set it down from the 37. To the air on first down, May. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
He's still going at the 30. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
First down.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
The 16-yard line.
Again, it's May. Flushed out of the pocket. Cut near the goal line. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Cade York to kick off.
Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. He fields it from the 8. Massive hits. The ball's out. And they steal it back on the return. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, Brock, you and I were talking about this during the halftime break. This game is going to be decided by who makes the bigger plays in this second half. And right away, we've got a big one.
Yeah, what a brilliant moment for the special teams to create that turnover and that fumble right away. Gives them the first opportunity. We know there's a handful of plays every game in the NFL that dictate the terms, and that was an awfully big one to begin the second half.
First down, May. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down and goal to go.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Working inside the red zone. Bails out of the pocket quick. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
So the incompletion on first. Here is second and goal. Back to the air. It's May. Into a crowd and intercepted. Quandre Diggs with the INT. And the Vikings will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
At their own 8-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's ETN to begin the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 8-yard line.
Williams from the gun. Dumped off to his running back. Drifting ever closer to their goal line as he winds up backwards to his own 5.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Williams with third and long. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Jair Brown has it. And the Bears will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Now, in that spot, Brock, I think his first priority is just getting a throw of some kind of way and avoiding the safety, right?
Yeah, no question about it, Kate. And I know it's so easy for us up here in this comfy booth, armchair quarterback, but you can't ever relax when you're reading the coverage just because you're worried about taking a safety. You still got to stand, you got to deliver, and you got to take care of the football.
Here's the pistol snap to May. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Makes the catch, and he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Charbonnet, and he gets in, touchdown. The Bears parlay the interception into points. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. York now for the extra point. extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7.
Vikings 14. Cade York to kick off.
Now he's York to kick this one away. Wilson with a return here. He's got a lane. Oh, he's rocked. That ball's free. And the ball skips out of bounds. Lucky for them. No lost fumble there on the kick return.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner. Because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
Here's ETN on first down. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
This is reeled in by Taysom Hill. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Inside handoff goes to ETN. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Williams. He's got Brown on the slant. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down is short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Williams with the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line, no gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Now toss it to ETN. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
Here's a give to Hunt. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. On the move, headed right. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. The 40. At the 20. And it's a house call, pick 6, touchdown Chicago.
I got to imagine this defense right now has got some kind of tail on this quarterback. He's either giving it away with his eyes or his feet. Interception on the previous drive, and this defense once again jumping all over him.
York now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears double their lead to 14.
Vikings 14. Cade York to kick off.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Starting from the 5.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
1,
Miss our last play of the quarter. After the pick, here's Williams. Headed out right. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Williams on first down. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be second down.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Williams to throw on third. Escapes the pocket. Almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Starting this drive with a give to Charbonnet. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Again, it's Charbonnet. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners, too.
May off the play fake. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
May on 1st and 10. Going deep here for the end zone. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. It's a gain of 22. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Angel, Angel. What's up?
Quick throw completed by May. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Matt McConkey with a touchdown. York now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears stretch their lead to 21.
Bears 35, Vikings 14. Cade York to kick off.
On now is York to kick this one away. Wilson with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down, Williams. Check this one down to Etienne. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Jair Brown has it. And he goes out of bounds as everyone turns to hear from our referee. And no surprises here. They decline that holding call, and they're going to hang on to that interception. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. The return couldn't quite finish it off, Brock, but the offense sure can as they begin here, 1st and goal. On play action, here's May. And that is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears put up even more points in a win. Matt McConkey with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears grow their lead yet again.
Cade York to kick off.
On now is York to kick this one away. Wilson with a return here. Mismanages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First down, Williams to throw. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive, putting into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
They send a man in motion. Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. He finds a man, that's caught. And they're on him quickly to contain that trick play. They had their eyes on something bigger there, no doubt.
Gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Williams. And this is lofted deep down the middle. This is brought in at the 15. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings making the scoreboard look a touch better. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Williams has his guys set, looking to tack on 2 to that touchdown. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. Gay to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21.
Vikings 21.
Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. Oh, the Vikings got to it first. They get it back. Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore. But he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Charbonnet. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears looking like they'll start this season with a win. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Another carry for Charbonnet. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Design quarterback run here. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. They draw it up for him. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. So Soldier Field sees another win for the Bears. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Bears winners as we say so long from Chicago.